Hey everyone, welcome back to Immediate Movie Reactions. I'm here after seeing Predator Badlands, and I apologize because I forgot my microphone and someone is setting off fireworks outside of the theater. I don't know what the hell is going on here, so I may have to be super quick on this. I was so excited. If you've watched my top 10 favorite movies, Predator is on that list. I love this series. I love it so much, even though I never watched The Predator, which was, I believe, in 2018, 2017, something like that. I missed that. But Prey is undeniably awesome. This is another Dan Trachtenberg film, Killer of Killers. The animated is also just excellent. So I was very, very excited. And my favorite band, the Mongolian heavy metal band The Who, is featured in the trailer. They play Wolf Totem. I was like, fuck yeah, this is going to be awesome. It wasn't. It wasn't. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to say this so early. God damn it. I'm really, really disappointed, honestly. I think the first 3/4 of this film are entertaining. Parts of it are really, really good. There's a few issues that I have. Number one, I feel like if you're not a Predator fan, if you don't know the series, if you don't know Aliens as well with Wayland Yutani, you're probably going to not give a shit. You're not going to understand what's going on. You're not going to care. I think also the music, again, it was promised The Who, and there's like some Heilung stuff in here, and that doesn't really fit very well. Also, the main character, his name is Deck, who is the Predator, is going on his first hunt. He's a dumbass. He's stupid. He's like the worst part of the Predator franchise. He's why my wife won't come see these films, because like it's just machismo, whatever. Like it's so silly. He's a freaking moron. Kind of hard to root for. Basically, it's set up that he is the runt of his clan, of the Yaucha clan, and I can't believe that here we are, 7 films in, and they're so well developed. It's, that's fine. I love that. But they don't really do much with the clan other than showing a couple Predators fighting, a couple Yaucha fighting, and one of them is Deck's father, who wants him dead because he's the runt, but then he's going to go off and kill this unkillable creature on this planet of basically my last real complaint with this film, a planet full of hostile creatures, which I guess I'm fine with, but we've seen it too many times before, where you have the little creature that gets eaten by the bigger creature that gets eaten by the bigger creature, and of course the Predator gets dropped in all this, and he's going to be the Predator of Predators, and he's going to kill all the rest of them in this unkillable creature who has these rules that make no freaking sense at all. It can die, but it can't die, and then it comes back, and whatever. It's called a calisk. They introduce basically like a funny kind of alien creature that is tagging along with them. Elle Fanning is in this. She is the synth from the Wayland Yutani Corporation, who from the trailers I thought they were going to be sort of a small part of it, like this is sort of Easter egg. But no, they're kind of a big part of it, but a very silly, stupid part of this. It's basically Elle Fanning and then an army of clones. So Deck is off trying to kill this unkillable creature, and Elle Fanning has been trapped on the planet, and she's going to be his tool. And there's some funny moments. There's some funny lines. There's some really good action scenes in this, but it's kind of just the same thing over and over again. And then it ends up setting up the last 30 minutes of this film, which is just stupid. I'm sorry. It is a callback to the Aliens movies. It is a callback to every other movie like this that we have seen, and that's my real problem, is that there isn't a whole lot that's new in this. I don't know. It felt like the last 30 minutes was almost a kid's film, not really like a little kid's film, but it's also like this is happening on Pandora and this is just another Avatar movie. I don't know. I'm so freaking disappointed because Deck could have been awesome. And the whole story, Dan Trachtenberg likes this, the outcast from the clan, the trying to prove themselves, I think the parallels between Deck and Quay, Deck and his brother, and Tessa and Thea, the two synths that are in this. I think that's a great story, but it gets silly. It gets cheesy. And going all the way back to maybe it was like 1984, 1985, Enemy Mine, Louis Gossett Jr. and Dennis Quaid. There's some scenes in this, and I'm probably going to be the only one that'll get this reference, right? But there's some scenes in this where Deck looks like that alien, right? Where he's been injured, he's trying to patch himself up, and it looks like the aliens from that 1985, I think it was 85, somewhere about there, Enemy Mine. Another fantastic freaking movie, and much better than this. Oh, I'm so disappointed. I am going to, despite all that, I'm going to give it a 7. It's, boy, that's tough because I think it probably deserves about a 6. But honestly, people were laughing. The theater was almost full. People were having fun with this movie. Maybe it's just because I'm such a fan and I wanted so much more from this film that I expected more than I reasonably should have. But the last 30 minutes just really lets it down. It was serious, and it was touching, and it was cool, and I want to see the gadgets, and I want to see the weapons. I don't want him carrying around a stupid acid-spitting eel on his shoulder and all this stupid things that he kind of does in this montage after he's lost all of his weapons. He has to make new weapons from the planet. Oh, it was just, I did not like it. I didn't like it at all, Sam I am. So there we are. I'm going to give this movie a 7 just because, again, those people around me, it seems like people were actually kind of enjoying this movie. I think it is better on a big screen rather than streaming it. So there we are. God, man, I feel sad. I feel really sad. There we are. Please like, share, subscribe. I'll see you off to the next movie.